I'd have to text my sister, and she would open her car door so that way I can sleep in her car that night. When my grandmother had to call somebody to try to get food that day, I may eat once that day.
What for you, like, reignites your passion to create?
I love driving the Porsche in the morning. I love taking Porsche's design philosophy into my work and into my daily life and stuff like that. In the United States, there's a way to make money, right? And there's a way that the world order works.
The difference between you and someone else sometimes is they're just a mastermind because they understand what they're trying to capture. They understand like the end goal or the end product that they're envisioning because to some degree they're the director of their passion.
My best hours, as well as my creative hours, revolves around mornings. I love mornings.
And about what? You think that I'm sitting here rocking with those in-ear stuff like directly in my ear as far back as I could dig them into my ear?
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, man. Like it's just one of the things. Like I don't want to, dudes don't share underwear. You shouldn't share earphones. Not in ear.
You know how many of my water bottles you drank out of?
Huh? On accident. This is clean.
Bro, there's no the amount of germs that are in your ear is not even a comparison to the mouth.
Hold up. Thankfully, I got the internet pulled up right here. The good old www.
That's my name, dude. Don't wear it out.
Let's see. That is true, but it's okay though.
That's
ear.
Wow. Okay. We've only been, calling each other brother since last year and a half, almost going on 2 years, but whatever. Whatever. I just know you showed up today and went, wow.
Yeah, basically.
Did you really, dude? I thought I was doing you a friendly thing. Okay.
No, what'd you say? Like,
I thought it was a friendly thing. I thought I was doing something good for you.
Oh, no. I appreciate it. And I really do, because I saw him. I was like, oh, he actually left them there for me. I mean, I'm not going to use them, but I really appreciate it. Have you ever, let me ask you a question. Have you ever actually gotten back, like somebody was like, oh, hey, listen to this. And you're like, and you look at it and you're going, I don't know about that.
But look at those ones.
I mean, it's fine.
Exactly. There's nothing on them. Zero. Don't even die. You can get out a whole kit, a whole CSI kit.
Hold on, I don't know.
Blue light and all that, dude. Come on. Dude, get out of here, bro. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Some stuff inside there. I'm not really
There's not anything inside of there.
I'll put it under the microscope later.
Take a picture. 100%. I thought about it. You know what? He's going to be so pissed off about this.
It's just a thing for me, man. It's a weird thing for me.
Okay.
Everybody has their quirks. Do you have a quirk that you're just like, it's an absolute no for you?
Yeah, but it's like everyone's sharing a spit.
That's gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Standard.
Yeah. Let me ask. Do you share drinks after your son in his sippy cup?
No.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's just unnecessary. Like I've got my big cup. I'm not sipping that cup. Bro, I'm not sipping out of.
I got my big cup. I got my big sippy cup, man. I'm good to.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
Bro.
No, I get it, dude. It's not a big deal. It hurts my feelings, but it's all right. I went the extra mile. But you know what?
You can drink out of your big boy sippy cup. It'll make you feel better.
I'm not ashamed about it, dude. I would.
You shouldn't be ashamed about it.
At least I'm not drinking dragon blood. Yeah.
It's not dragon blood. It's called a dragon drink because it has dragon fruit in it.
Or whatever. Anyways.
I'm a health conscious individual.
apparently because of ear germs and cooties and all that kind of stuff. Anyways,
Exactly.
what?
What?
Hmm?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Question for you.
Yeah.
Let's think about this today as we kind of get back to this mode of doing things. What, and I've got another follow-up question later. What for you in your day provides you with like the most motivation? Like, is it a certain type of reel? Is it um like getting out in the Porsche and then going down a back road and then like seeing like, or like maybe it's no, I know you don't like to drive in the rain. Never mind. I was about to go down a whole different rabbit hole.
Listen, I almost went off a bridge, bro.
Anyways, what for you, like in your day, reignites your passion to create? Because I mean, you're not a social media creator, but you create, dude. You create on LinkedIn, you create on applications, you do all these. Like, what stirs you up?
So I think two things. One, I love driving the Porsche in the morning. And so just kind of driving down the back roads. Nobody's really on it. It's kind of dim. Like sun hasn't come up yet, but it's starting to. It's probably one of my favorite things to do.
Okay.
That helps me relax. Motivation. Man, if I'm being honest.
Inspiration, is that a better word?
What?
Motivation or inspiration?
I get inspired doing that, right? Because just the way that Porsches are built, right? Its form and function at the center of design. And if you look at a Porsche in today's, especially in any modern day Porsche, you will not see a visible screw anywhere. It's everything. There's nothing visible. You cannot see how a Porsche is put together. It's all covered in the most beautiful way possible. And so that's inspiration to me because I love that. I love taking Porsche's design philosophy into my like work and into my daily life and stuff like that. Like that's I live by that.
Okay.
Motivation, man. When somebody pays my invoice, it's fantastic when I get that.
Yeah.
When I get that, ding ding ding, QuickBooks, you got a deposit.
Is that what it sounds like?
No,
is that the okay.
It doesn't. I get an email or
Why are you lying?
I get a text message, and it says you have a new deposit, and I go, I live another day. I get to do business tomorrow. I get to pay my contractors today.
No. I'm not going to accept that. You love to push back. I'm going to push back against you, dude.
All right, man.
For everyone, they want to be able to take care of business and they want to get paid for the things that they're doing.
Yeah. I love, if I want to answer your question, let me think about this real quick.
Or are you that
am I that shallow? I can be at times, if I'm being honest. Yeah, unfortunately, I can be. I really can be. I'm like, oh, that's the motivation I needed today, and that's what happened, right? If I'm being honest, and but I think for most days it's I don't know. I love the chase of the process, and I know like so many freaking podcasters say this crap all the time. They're like, "Oh, love the process, love this, love that." But I was talking to Lenny and Bryson over last night. We're talking about money, and we're just talking about what it means to like what how do you accumulate wealth over a particular amount of time, and how does one do it? And in the United States, there's a way to make money, right? And there's a way that the world order works, and there's a way that money works in the United States. We can't change it. It's just the way it is, right? It's the game that we all get to play. Okay. How we play the game is different depending on the individual, who we are, what we're doing, yada, 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 right? You may be aggregate, I may be other W-2 income, owning a business, online, whatever it is. There's avenues to make the money, but the way that the circulation of the world order works is all the same.
Sure.
And so and you have to play the game. I love the game of business. I love the game, right? I love being able to get into the ring every day and go, okay, like I get to build how I envision this to be, right? I've worked for so many horrible managers and directors and so many horrible different companies in my past that I know what not to do and I know how I want to build something, and that motivates the heck out of me, right?
Right.
To be able to be on the cusp of something, knowing that it's going to work, and then seeing it work in the real world, right? And so having this idea, right, of what I believed I wanted my company Index to be, right, and then seeing it produce the way that I envisioned it is freaking cool,
Hmm.
right? And that in and of itself is just a massive motivator for that. On a personal life level, right? For me, and everything is just grounded in faith, right? It's what drives me daily. It's what drives me to. It just drove me to really push myself into business, and to push myself past my own limitations that I thought I had, and being able to do it that way. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I hope it did.
I guess on like a grand scheme level of of a answer, sure. But like, what
Let's
about
get
from like,
granular.
yeah, get granular. Like, what do you have like a favorite type of content on social media right now?
Um, Man, my For You page is weird. I ain't gonna lie. I got a weird For You page, man. Sometimes I'm watching people play Frogger.
Okay.
Other times,
Frogger.
it's interior design inspiration.
What? Where's this?
Other times it's MMA fights. Then it could be a conspiracy theory.
Back up.
What
What version of Frogger?
version of Frogger, bro? Like the old school, like N64 Frogger.
Wow. How are you getting on that algorithm? Let's leave me there.
Man, that's a great question. I have no idea.
It just
Like I was,
it's just a
man, it just
slice through and
right.
there.
Like I look, like Jess, like shows me her algorithm, and it's like baby stuff, and it's like pregnant women and all this stuff, and there's like a rhyme and reason. It's a very nice flow, and then I show her mine, and it's all over the freaking place, man. I'm not sure how I got on some of the sides of TikTok I get on. I have no idea. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, this is weird.
You want to hear something crazy, dude? Well, listen
Huh.
to this.
But to answer your question, my favorite type of content, honestly, is um, I love day in the lives. Those are
Yeah.
cool to me. I love really cool day in the life videos.
Buddy of mine wrote this the other day, or shared it. Wrote it or shared it, one of the two.
Hmm.
This is going to hurt a little bit. Does your algorithm match your anointing?
Does your algorithm match your anointing? Oh, yeah. No, I get churchy stuff. I get some of that too. I have this new guy. I became he's on Facebook. I became a top contributor.
Sounds like something you do.
Dang, there it is. I forgot my password for a minute. I'm gonna find out who it is because I actually really enjoy him. He's really cool. No, so I think that's a really good. Does your For You page actually does your algorithm match your anointing? Um, you know, I think a lot of times we go on social media because we want just an outlet to be able to just like doom scroll and just be like, okay, I need to get away from the day a little bit.
Right.
And I think there's sometimes where my For You page is like really on point. And so if I'm being honest about my For You page, it is all over the place at times. Uh, but I would say honestly, 50% is faith. The lives that I get are Bible studies. I get Bible readings and all that stuff. So like 50% of it is probably, I would say, faith-based. And I'm actually going to like try to test that after the podcast as well to kind of see like the actual truth to that today. But I do see a lot of it. And the other stuff is just like weird fluff that I have no idea how I got on that side. What?
No idea.
I really don't.
You get honest on this podcast, Michael.
Yeah. What does your For You page look like?
Terrible. It's all squirrels.
That doesn't surprise me, actually.
I hate squirrels, dude, bro, by the way.
Do you really?
I hate
Bro,
them.
they're so cute.
I got bit by a squirrel on my finger.
Oh, that's why. Well, don't put your freaking finger in his mouth. It's weird.
Saved it from a cat, trade me, bit my finger, threw it, then it died. It got mauled by a pit bull, literally in a matter of seconds. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But ever since.
So what I'm hearing is you fed an innocent squirrel to a pit bull.
I'd do it again.
I'm calling ASPCA on you, dude.
It's literally another thing for squirrels, bro.
Yeah, it is.
No, not at all.
The United States Squirrel Association. Literally look it up.
Dude, it's not a thing, bro.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up because if this is true, it's gonna be so great.
Add that to the list with Solar Bros of things that we need to create at some
United
point.
States Squirrel.
Is it a thing? Are you kidding me? Is it really?
Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh. How can I share this real quick? This is freaking. Oh.
No way. You're kidding
North
me.
American Squirrel Association.
Are they killing squirrels or what are they doing?
Formed as a nonprofit organized that grew out of a desire to physically and cognitively challenge and elderly members of our community with opportunities such as hunting and fishing. Oh, they're killing them. Outdoor fun for seniors. Outdoor fun for seniors and physically challenged.
Dude,
This is, bro.
Old,
You
bro.
need a membership here.
Is it called NASA?
It's called NASA.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting you a membership for Christmas.
No. I already got AARP, dude. Leave me alone.
Hey, listen, bro. No joke. Oh, here you go. This is what you
Don't
need.
take advantage of AARP.
This is what you need.
Why? Because we love squirrel. Or is there an S there? I can't even see that far. Squirrels.
I have no idea.
Happy fall.
I have no idea what this is. This is so good. I'm gonna buy you some squirrels for Christmas and send them to your house.
Brother, give me a reason to just get the best content ever. Me versus squirrels, bro. I'll do it. Squirrels for bro, okay. This is going down a rabbit hole and away from.
Just saying.
Let's just leave the squirrels out of it. No, but I was curious, bro. If you had something like a piece of content or style or whatever the case is, I'm gonna glaze right over this. But like that just kind of ignited you to want to like sit down or like get behind your computer or laptop or create. I don't know what is it just.
I think there's not a lot of content that's just going to be like, oh, that just going to just like ignite me, right? Day in the life videos don't do it. I like watching them and I enjoy
Getting with the aliens out in space. Well, that's
so like for me, it's content's really not going to like me watching TikTok or something like that, or watching Facebook or watching YouTube maybe. If it's like I'm watching something that's very specific, then like it'll want me to go do something. But rarely is content like on short form content going to make me go, oh, this is great enough that it's going to like ignite me to go create, right? What I get most of the time, what really allows me to create and give me that space to do it is honestly just like reading about like my industry, right? Reading what's going on, like w- what's happening that is like futuristic, right? Like what's going on, and being able to create something for that future that excites me, and that's what gets me going, and that's what allows me to go, okay, like I'm like this is what I'm going to go do. For instance, um, there was a company called Vanta, which is a which is basically a sorry, I thought it was on fire.
Bro, what is going on right now, dude?
I don't even know, but I have a candle over here,
Oh, oh,
and so I didn't. It was sitting dangerously close. So nothing crazy over here, just real life crap. Um, and so Vanta is like a compliance automation platform that's very well known and really large in my industry. And they came out, and so one thing that I've talked to you about is AI compliance layers, and what that looks like to be able to automate a lot of the mundane things that I see in my industry. And they came out with this agent that allows you to do it, and I was like, oh, that like ignited me, and I immediately in that moment messaged my designer and was like, hey, let's get on this, send me an invoice, right? I was like, I'm ready to pull the trigger, right? Because that excites me, is trying to beat somebody else and do it better,
yeah.
right? Like I want to be better than that. And so uh those types of things excite me, right? And is beating people to the market, and being and just overall like that competition. I like that.
Okay. Which I guess in a roundabout way is content, right? Like even if it's for your industry, it's something that you're like seeing.
I suppose it is. Yeah, it's I guess for me in this particular, it was it was an ad. So
Okay.
right, and I really like design, and so that can inspire me, and so I can like sometimes I'll just like go on random design websites and inspiration websites and just flow through and go, oh, I can see this working for what I have, or maybe not, right? And so I float those around as well.
Okay. Um Trying to think how it impacts me, like what obviously for like what we're doing for the podcast, like there's
Hmm.
plenty of content out there. Like even I sent you that love package or the text package, for graphic design and that sort of thing. Do I
Yeah.
wish that I could do that like right now and be an expert at it? Absolutely. I actually watched a reel this morning when I was uploading our most recent episode. Um, and it was this dude talking about why he's good at graphic design,
Hmm.
editing, that sort of thing. And he's a bit vulgar about it, but he was like, he just looked dead in the camera and he went, because I work harder than you. That's all he said. I was like, dang, but like, he was like, but then there's editors out there who smoke me because they work harder than me, you know? And
Hmm.
I'll look at stuff like that. And does that give me like a little bit of motivation? Sure. But then I'm like, oh, there's a lot that goes into it. And that's exactly what he was saying too. He's like, I'm dead tired right now. I really don't want to be doing this, but I'm about to pour like the next 7 hours into this still again, because I work harder than you. And I just, that's why you look at my stuff and it is the way it is. And like we have accessible tools and all that kind of stuff. But just because you have the tools on Adobe Express or Premiere Pro or whatever the case is, like the difference between you and someone else sometimes is they're just a mastermind because they understand what they're trying to capture, right? They understand like the end goal or the end product that they're envisioning because to some degree they're a director of their passion, right? Or maybe that's a good way of putting it, like a director of their passion or a director of like what they find inspirational and that they want to contribute to.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the types of people like a Michael Jordan who just naturally, obviously he had genetics, but like at the same time, he just understood basketball during a time where people, I don't know, there's just, I don't know that there was like an immense amount of talent. I think they were
Mm-hmm.
still kinda trying to figure it out, you know? So you had like the Larry Birds, obviously natural talent, all this kind
Mm-hmm.
of stuff, dive into basketball. But I was thinking about that today. Like, I wonder what drives Michael towards like wanting to do, I mean, obviously like the promotion of your business or, you know, like your consulting
Mm-hmm.
thing, natural inspiration to want to grow in that regard. But like if there was something, because mine are very unique, like the angle of the sun inspires me to want to be creative um or even just excites me to just be alive, right? At a certain,
Mm-hmm.
it's like first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I actually have. Yeah, so honestly, same. So if we're going down that road, I would say yes. Um, I love sunrises.
Hmm.
Um, and just that hue, right? Like, like God is the perfect designer, and He has the perfect gradients in the sky.
He
You
does.
know, and so I took this the other day. I didn't see it. Um, there you go. That was the sunrise 2 days ago.
You took that on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And that was just like, oh, that's freaking cool, right? So that sunrise peeking through the windows at my house, and it's like 7 a.m., but it's still kind of dark outside.
Hmm.
Oh man, I can get some stuff done, right? Or wake me up after a good night's of rest, right? I mean, I'm talking give me like 7, 8 hours of sleep. I'm up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. and I can roll out and just man, just knock some stuff out on the computer, man. And not creatively and productively, right? And so um my best hours of what I would call like my most productive hours, as well as my creative hours and all of that revolves around mornings. I love, love, love mornings.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, I just love mornings. Like waking up in the morning and before anyone else, man, and it just feels good. I like doing it.
Yeah. Sometimes when like you don't message back or I'm, you know, I'm like, I don't feel like going to the gym today. And I just sneak into the new space that I'm in now, you know, and like I finally have a desk if anybody's like looking on social media and stuff like that. Like I now have this surge of creativity,
Mhm.
wanting to be creative. And so I slip away into here for that 1 hour of peak, like, or more so prime creativity hour. Like, I turn
Mhm.
on, I'm going to get a couple like art sconces and um,
Oh
different
yeah.
stuff like that to kind of really help illuminate kind of the lower side of like the lights and stuff like that, just so I can like sneak in here. I don't have to blast all this light that I have currently, and I lock in. And I feel like I've been able to get so much done with that. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, I really do have these surges, and I wonder if it's healthy. I really do have these surges to create that kind of
Mhm.
come out. Or sometimes it's the poetry, sometimes it's like the music, and I'll spend like a whole month doing the music thing for a little while, and then that falls off for like it could be months, it could be a year. You know, sometimes I won't do it again for a pretty extended amount of time. But I find that interesting that I'm like almost itching for that next creative surge or that next creative impulse to want to do something, but then life gets in the way. And I think you were kind of going down it earlier when it was like probably some truth to like what you're saying about the money. And it interesting, like, and I'm sure there's many that can relate with this, that money has a way of deterring that natural instinct to want to create with some form of like that weight or pressure that only financial stability or instability can promote. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know exactly what you're saying, right? Because so I think you know my testimony. I'm pretty sure you do. So for me, mine was Matthew 6:24, right? You cannot serve two masters. Either one will hate the other and despise the other, or the one will love the other and hate the other, but you cannot serve both God and money.
okay.
Um, and the deal that God made with me, I'll put it in quotes because it's not really a deal. It's like a, hey, like, serve me, put this down, right? Because I was very, very, very money motivated, money driven. Like that's what I went after for a very long time in my early 20s. And so for me, I even still fight against it, right? Because sometimes it can be a natural urge, as well as I still, like, even with the money that I make today, I still have a poverty mindset sometimes. In the way that, and so I hoard, or I give myself this permission to spend because I
Yeah.
was homeless and didn't have anything.
Yeah.
And so, and so it's bad. So my relationship with money is still an ongoing thing and trying to figure it out. But the one thing that I have been able to figure out is when it comes to my sources of income, and I know without a shadow of a doubt that I can surrender that to God, and that I have. Right, that's something that I've worked on extensively with Him to be able to give that over to Him. But it's still a battle. Like we still have those sin struggles, right? Where we're just talking about, where it's like my invoice gets paid and it's like a shot of dopamine,
Mhm.
right? You're like, ooh, let me do another one, right? That one gets paid. And
Yeah.
that one gets paid. That one gets paid. And all of a sudden you're like, this looks pretty good, right? But that can be a slippery road if you're far away from your walk as well. And so for me, I have to reground myself. So I'm like, oh, I like that. Even when I said that to you just now, in the back of my head, I was going, okay, I'll probably need to work on that after the podcast with him, you know, because it came out too smoothly for my liking, honestly.
Which part specifically?
I love the sound my invoice getting paid,
Oh yeah.
right? And so for me, it's like, okay, I love that, but in the same sense, that's not the reason why, like, God has put me in this position, right?
Yeah.
That's not the reason why I surrendered my career to Him, right? Surrendered my business to Him. That's not the reason why I did that, you know. And so, and there's a higher purpose, that I'm after than just making a dollar. That's not what this is about. And so, I'm constantly I'm constantly in conversations with God, going, okay, like, I see what you're doing. Thank you. Right. Okay. I saw that you closed that door. Thank you. Right. I see this door may be opening. I don't know what it is, but I trust that you will let me know. Right. And so, that's kind of how I am with that. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but
It does. It's such a driving factor. I mean, look at our Texas lottery system,
100%.
It's wild the amount of money that
Mhm.
people pour into that for
Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
that you could potentially be a billionaire overnight. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you don't even need it. That's the thing. You probably don't even want it. That's the reality of it, because you'd have no idea what to do with it as soon as you got it.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
it's a driving factor for everyone. I don't think anyone's really unique about it. But whether you're doing really well financially or not doing really well financially, you have an impact on your inspiration. Going back to the original point of this podcast, it has an impact, because
Mhm.
if you do have a lot of money, you're just like you tried to set, or you said, you're trying to recreate something that's lasting, right?
Mhm.
Just, you know, go out and do more. I think Justin Bieber even said this too. He was like, man, but more money, you just have to like keep doing it. And you have to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. He's like, I just decided like stopped wanting to work with people who just wanted to make money because there's nothing in that. You keep trying to recreate something that's and you do sometimes push further and further past like that the intensity of the dopamine. But
Yeah.
then eventually you're gonna hit something. You're gonna hit something, or you're gonna get to a point where it's gotten so dark, you know, you don't really recognize who you are. But then on the flip side of that, you could also be doing like not doing well.
Hmm.
And you're not even looking for dopamine hits at this point. You're just
Trying.
yeah, you're just trying to you're trying to see what next month looks like. Like
Exactly.
it might even be a next month with the stuff that I have. And then
Hmm.
that deters. So one, you feel like over pressurized to need to create because you have to uphold that lifestyle jets or whatever the case is, depending on your level. And then on the other flip side of that, you're just you have no time to really be creative unless you can break through that, right? And start something or like follow through or have consistency. And that's kind of like the textbook call out on social media is I had 10 cents and I just kept going, you know, but in reality, like the average normal person probably is sitting there going, I'm not going to pick up my violin and get back after it and see if I can throw a video up of me doing violin
Hmm.
to like see if I can get myself out of this because this feels so heavy, you know?
Yeah. No, 100%,
Dampen.
man. Like the worst thing, like the worst, well, the most debilitating thing that a person can go to is this like trying to figure out next month, right? Like that's hard, right? Because it takes away from everything else, right? Because that's what you're focused on. You're at work, you're focused on it. Okay, I have all these bills that need to get paid. How am I going to do it? I'm sitting here working this job knowing dang well it's not going to cover what I need it to cover, right?
Mhm.
So what do I do? Right. And then your wheels start turning and you have all these ideas in your head. But then it's like to kind of just hone in on one is so hard because you're like, well, what if the other one can produce? What if this can produce? What if that can produce? And yada, yada, yada. Right. And it's just this whole just like roller coaster in your head. And by the time the end of the day comes, you're so freaking tired of thinking about it. You just want to go to bed and go, I just want the day to be over. And you start it all over again tomorrow, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a cycle. Right. And so at some point, the cycle breaks and you go, what am I good at?
Mhm.
What skills do I have? Okay. Do people need these skills? Okay, yeah. Can I advertise these skills somewhere? I think so. Okay. And is there an easier way to get people to pay for what I needed? Okay, cool. Yeah. And then you start there, right? You start at the very, very base. Because a lot of times what we try to do is you think about all these easy things online, and you're like, "Oh, I can be a clipper. Oh, I can create reels and try to get money off of the platforms, or I can do this, and this." Right? Uh, but in my experience, most of the time, a small percentage of the time that can work if that is what a person believes that they can do.
Sure.
Right? If there's like, hey, okay, I can be consistent with this over a long period of time. That's most people's issues, right? Most people that are like really needing and really worried about that next month and really needing to be able to make something happen need something immediately. It needs to happen within the next month, right?
Yeah.
Or it needs to happen within the next 6 weeks. So that way nothing goes belly up, right? That's
Oh,
unfortunately not enough time,
yeah.
right? Unfortunately, that's not enough time for to make the money you want to make on social media, right? That's not enough time, right? Could it? Yeah. The you have your anomalies where something goes viral and it just changes somebody's life overnight. Does it happen? Yeah, but that it's really an anomaly, right?
Sure.
And
Sure.
so if we're always planning for the anomalies, oh, I can be that person, I can be that person, I can be that person. You can. But to bet on that, it's a bad bet, right? Versus going, okay, I have a skill. I know that is needed. Let me go sell that skill. You have a better opportunity of selling a skill that you know you can fulfill consistently than to go try something and just hope it works out and hoping that somebody's an anomaly. And this goes across not even just like what we're talking about here. This goes off in life, right? Just in general, like people with massive imposter syndrome, thinking that they can do something, because somebody else did it, right? Seeing somebody's 10,000 steps versus somebody's one step, right? Somebody's 10-year versus 1 year, and this cycle just continues across everything, right? And then somebody goes, "Man, I'm 25. I still haven't
Yeah.
done anything." Right? I've been talking about this. I've been talking about this for 5 years now. Like, I still haven't done anything. Right? And the only reason why I know this crap, man, because I was that guy. Ask my mom. You ever get a chance to talk to my mom? Ask her. Every freaking week, I was telling her the best thing that I was going to do to make the best money in the world. Right? I was like, Mom, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna climb to the top. This is who I'm going to be. Right? Um, and it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you
Right?
flopped.
You flopped, and it's like, right? And then, like, they already know that you're going to, but then you have this the worst. I don't know why we do this, man. Like, we create this scenario in our heads, right? And we go tell somebody, and we fail at it, and they're just like, they never really cared anyway. They're just like, okay, that's great. And then, like, you're so worried that they think badly of you when it didn't really matter anyways.
Yeah, they weren't invested.
Yeah. So
It's interesting, man.
yeah.
I'm trying to learn about you. That's all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's yeah. I think the last 15 years of my life have been interesting. I would say, yeah, last 15 years. I'm like 25. Well, I would even go even before that, right? And so I was in and out of homelessness for a couple years. I would say from like 21 to like 23, something around there.
Yeah.
Couch surfing, extending my stay, staying over my stay at people's houses. Oh yeah, man.
I feel like that's a pretty standard thing at 21, 23.
I don't know, right? I mean, there's times where I had to sleep on, huh?
It is in West Texas. I don't know about park benches, but
Yeah, I slept on park benches, man, because I wasn't able to stay the night at a friend's house again. I'd have to text my sister, and she would open her car door so that way I can sleep in her car that night, or I'd have to call random people. My grandmother had to call somebody to try to get food that day. I may eat once that day. Oh yeah.
yeah. Still hit you sometimes.
Yeah, so most people don't know, and I don't even think you know this. Man, we're getting into some deep stuff, man. What the crap? So
Waiting for
there's
your
still
first
some
tear.
things. What's that?
Instead of waiting for your first tear to come out.
There's still things that I can't do that remind that's like too heavy, and so I don't go and eat by myself.
Yeah, I know
And
that one.
so, yeah, I don't eat alone. And there's certain places that I don't go to alone, because it just ignites the feeling inside of me.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I just haven't worked through that. I haven't worked through everything yet, and so I decided that I was going to go on a rocket ship, and I suppressed everything for years, and slowly things come back up now. I
It's a healthy time to do it,
think so.
in the current position in life you are.
Hmm.
You have a baby girl, so
Exactly.
you're going to have to overcome some of those things eventually. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely right. Because if you don't, they come out in your lives in different ways, right? It comes out in
Yeah.
yeah, it comes out in random irritation, or short fused, or you know, like random sadness, and it comes out in so many different ways.
You're going to wonder why you're bringing a park bench in the door. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Just reminding me of my past. This is where I'm sleeping tonight.
Next is a street light.
Just bringing a street light in. Man, what about you, man? So like, I think
for freaking Jess. Help.
honestly, yeah, literally though, bro. How about you though, man? Because like, I know you had like some deep West Texas wounds as well, and so what's one that's like reoccurring that still kind of debilitates you a little bit, makes you stop in your steps?
Do we want to dive into that one this podcast, or we want to?
We can go into the next one if we want. We can just continue on and cut it right here.
Yeah, let's continue into another. I think that'd be a good stopping point for at least what we had going on, and we'll pick it up on the next one.